Hi, my name is YogiVal's Robinson. I've been practicing yoga for almost 20 years and teaching the last 16 at my yoga studio, Bikram Yoga, Pasadena. Bikram Yoga helped change my life by reducing many of the symptoms of my arthritis pain while improving the range of motion in my joints. From this life-changing experience, I learned a lot about the power we possess to affect our own healing and avoiding wherever possible, or for as long as possible, the path of drugs and surgery. From my early experience of a misdiagnosis at age 13 that led to a broken hip, to a diagnosis at age 28 that I must be on 3 prescription drugs and need a hip replacement in the next 5 years, I've developed the opinion that while I'm very grateful to Western medicine and know that it plays an important role in our society, especially in diagnosis and revealing underlying causes, there's a lot that we can do to prevent and reduce the symptoms of many diseases, pains, and ailments in our lives. I spent the next many years on a journey of good nutrition, complementary medicine, and balancing effort and ease into all aspects of my life. I have used my own body as an experiment with my yoga practice, diet, travel to India, and developing the YogiVal 5 fundamentals to help put off my hip replacement for 15 years. My initial experience with yoga was so powerful. I quit my corporate job and became a Bikram Yoga teacher in 1998 and opened Bikram Yoga Pasadena later that year. In addition, with all of my practice, I was able to lead a happy and productive life, running a business I love, marrying a wonderful man, and raising 2 little girls. In the early years of my diagnosis, at times practicing yoga or even walking down the street was a real challenge with all the inflammation and pain that I was in. But this is where I really started to learn that there's a balance between effort and ease, and on a daily basis, you have a choice. Sometimes you do need to rest or do something restorative for your body, but most days, instead of feeling sorry for myself, laying on the couch, I made the decision to get up and go to yoga, stretch, bringing strength and healing to my whole body. I hope I can inspire you to do the same. After spending many years developing these principles in my own yoga practice and helping my students reduce stiffness and pain when bringing these principles into their yoga practice, I would now like to share them with you to help anyone and everyone feel and live better. While my personal practice is Bikram Yoga, I think any yoga, mind-body practice, or anything that really uses the range of motion of your joints and muscles can have a tremendous impact on your life, mentally, spiritually, and physically, and can take any of these practices to a new level. But you've got to make a decision to get up and move. I hope you enjoy this initial step on my journey towards balancing effort and ease, starting with the YogiVal 5 fundamentals to bring health, healing, and vitality into our lives. For more information on my available services, my background, or to contact me, please visit my website at YogiVal.com. Thanks. Many of us spend a good portion of our day stressed out, rushing around, living our daily lives, not even realizing we barely pause to take a good, full breath. We tend to breathe in shallow, superficial breaths that increase our stress and anxiety and can cause tension and muscle ache in our body. Learning to bring awareness to our breathing can reduce our stress, sometimes pain, and improve our overall health. I hope that after watching this video, you become more and more aware of how you breathe. I also hope you will take the time each day to practice taking 3 to 5 slow, deep, complete breaths. When I teach you how to breathe today, I'm going to tell you to keep your mouth closed for both the inhale and the exhale. You will find that keeping your mouth closed will help you calm your body and mind. As I teach you to bring awareness to taking more full and complete breaths, notice that other parts of your body are not straining. Like most things we do in our life, we want to work hard. But when we cross that line to forcing things, it creates tension and stress. And that's what we want to get out of our bodies. This is one of the first places you will learn to practice balancing the effort and the ease. Stand in front of the mirror so you can see your rib cage and stomach. I want to show you how you can see that you are breathing into your lungs, because you will see your lungs expand on the inhale and contract on the exhale. Breathe in 6 counts, pause 1 at the top, and exhale 6 counts. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Pause. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Do this 3 to 6 times, several times during your day. When you need a reset, or to remind yourself you need to slow down, calm down, or even just to re-energize your day. You can practice this sitting at your desk, at home, or even before you get in the car. Learn to become aware when you are breathing very superficially, and reset your breathing and take deeper, longer breaths. How do you know that you are forcing or have gone too far? Look in the mirror. If your shoulders hunch up or you create a tense and angry face, you are now forcing something. So back up a little. Do 3 rounds of this and you will feel better, and notice that your heart rate slows down. And once you are in this calmer and more centered space, I think you will find that you are better able to focus, connect with others, and just feel better in your day. Learning deep breathing is a critical way to reduce stress and get connected to our body. We all know that we have a healthcare crisis in this country, and no matter how you feel about the politics of healthcare, I think we can all agree that we are all better off when we take responsibility for our own health to naturally live and feel better. So learn to breathe well and find that you are more present in your daily activities and with those in your life. Learn to breathe. Use your lungs. Reduce stress and get lots of oxygen to your lungs so that all the cells in your body get oxygenated. Practice this often once you have mastered it in front of the mirror. Learning to connect to your core strength brings a variety of benefits. It is one of the best tools in understanding the balance between effort and ease in your yoga practice, and also will help you connect better to your posture. It is also a great tool for reducing back pain and bringing awareness into your overall posture, no matter what you like to do for exercise or physical activity. One thing I found is that a strong, engaged, and well-aligned core provides not only a foundation for good alignment in your body, but allows you to tap deeper into the strength of your muscles that you're working and find more ease into the ones that you're relaxing, whether you're practicing yoga or even doing push-ups. Especially for those of us who use our bodies, practicing yoga or doing sports. It is so important that you are connected to your core, that you're not just throwing your body around, aggravating your other joints. We all want to avoid the doctor's office whenever possible and the offered downward spiral of prescription drugs and surgery. I'm not saying not to go to your doctor if you have a pain that you want looked at or want to understand an underlying cause in your structure. But what I am saying is let's try to prevent those injuries before they happen or deal with them in a more natural way. Even if you have a desk job and don't like to exercise, try practicing connecting to your core and see if it can inspire you on a journey towards strength and wellness. So once again, let's get in front of the mirror. Make sure you can see your stomach. From the front, you should be able to suck your belly in. The secret when you do this is that your spine should stay straight. I will define what that means in just a minute, but first, let me explain some of the stomach muscles. You have the transverse abdominis that wrap around horizontally, and the rectus abdominis that connect vertically. We also call these your six-pack. Connecting to your core should not lead you to throw your back out of alignment. Watch your rib cage. The rib cage should stay aligned by not bending your middle back. If you are not connected to your transverse abdominis, your rib cage will open when you inhale. I encounter this a lot when I teach my students deep breathing. A lot of people bend their middle back when they inhale because they think they're doing it better. But what you're actually doing is throwing yourself out of alignment instead of fully using your lungs. So keep your core engaged, your spine straight, and please keep your shoulders relaxed. We will come back to this connection again and again, so practice and strengthen your core. The good news is that once you understand the concept of connecting to your core strength, you can practice it all the time. When you are walking, sitting at your desk, talking on the phone, watching TV, you may find it very helpful in correcting some of your bad posture. It has certainly helped improve mine. What is good posture? How do you practice and connect to good posture? How does good posture help with your back, your hips, your knees, your feet, ankles? As you can see from these examples of bad posture, when our body is thrown out of alignment, there are many other parts of the body, joints, muscles, ligaments, that are also negatively affected by the bad posture. So many people come to Bikram Yoga due to long-term back pain. Whether you have short or long-term back pain, one of the first concepts I teach them is to understand we need to support the natural curve in our spine with a good connected core, and then to bring more awareness to the hips to make sure they are cooperating. I combine the hip joint into this fundamental because the hips and spine are so connected. Tightness in the hips and connecting muscles often affect your back and vice versa. Developing an understanding and awareness of these two principles can have a very profound impact on your alignment, and as a result, can often help with a variety of back issues. Understanding this connection and awareness of these two principles over the years taught me how to minimize aggravating my hip joint and reducing inflammation by not forcing where it didn't want to go. Besides maintaining a strong core, it helps to also bring awareness to our hips. The hips are a big joint and they carry a lot of our weight. Now let's learn how to connect your neutral hips to the natural curves in your spine. From the side, when you look in the mirror, you should see your shoulders, hips, and ankles all in one line with a good connected core and maintaining and supporting the natural curve in your spine. So what do we mean by these natural curves in our spine? When we're born, we're in one big bell and our spine is just round. As we grow tall, our body naturally develops these natural curves in our spine. You can see them from the neck to the upper back, the middle back comes in, and then we have this wonderful natural curve in our lower spine. So how do we support those? You have to maintain your good core connection, lifting out of your lower back and keeping your shoulders relaxed. This will help strengthen and support your structure.
And I just remember being in class, in Val's class, and I hear her saying, Katie, relax your shoulders, relax your shoulders. And I'm sitting there like, I am relaxing my shoulders. And I was like, I don't know what she's talking about. I'm relaxed, I'm empowered, I'm doing me. And then she comes over and just like puts her hands on my shoulders, and all of a sudden, I just melt. And it was like, oh, that's what that means.
I can't tell you how much pain and suffering I think I can save you if I can just get you to relax your shoulders. I walk around my community and have to stop myself from walking up behind people and pointing to their shoulders so they can see how stressed out they are and how tense they are and don't even know it. We are such a stressed out culture, and we love to carry that stress on our shoulders. No matter what stage of life you are in, expectations are high and life is on a fast ride. Developing the awareness to simply relax your shoulders is another important tool for reducing pain in your back, neck, and relieving stress and anxiety. A lot of men and women come to my studio with tight shoulders, and they can't believe how much better they feel when I teach them this connection, both for their yoga practice and their other physical activities. Many people also find that by relaxing your shoulders and bringing that awareness to your daily life, you can reduce back pain, neck pain, and that tension you get between the shoulder blades. I also find that when I'm able to teach people to finally relax their shoulders, then they go back to my first fundamental of breathing and realize now that they can relax their shoulders, they can now take full, deep breaths. And now, with that ease in their body, instead of being on a downward spiral of illness and pain, people start on the upward spiral of health, wellness, and well-being. So look in the mirror and see how you stand. Where are your shoulders? When I say to relax them, fight the urge to force them down. Actually, just drop them down. At the same time, maintain your other 3 principles of alignment. Good breathing, connected core, and maintaining the natural curve in your back and neutral hips. Lastly, make sure your chin is up parallel to the floor and hold your head high. As you build on developing these connections, your posture may chart a whole new course. I have also helped many of my yoga students gain more mobility in their shoulders and reduce pain by teaching them the correct way to move and rotate their shoulders without forcing and aggravating their neck and upper back. After they learn this principle, they often find that they feel much better. It is a hard concept for people to understand, but often by backing up a bit, fixing your alignment, and thus finding more ease in your movement, you'll actually be able to go deeper and further while maintaining better breath and connection. I will come back to more and more examples of shoulder movement in my next level of videos called Connecting. But for now, I want to show you these concepts I'm speaking about. Let's go back to our mirror. When you understand the basic alignment principles of the shoulders, you will find you can create more ease and stretch in your upper back and neck while paying attention that you can find ease in your breath and reduce the stiffness in the shoulders. The more stretch the muscles in your back receive, the more you can reduce back and neck pain. When the shoulders are aligned correctly, you are not forcing, and you are able to stretch the muscles in your upper back and between your shoulders and take a lot of tension out of your lower and middle back. But please follow the first 3 fundamentals so you do not accidentally cheat and force the wrong muscles. The last fundamental I want to discuss is finding your feet. Our feet are the last frontier in understanding alignment, but they are what touch the ground first every day. It makes sense to spend a little time getting to know your feet and see if your feet tell you anything about misalignment in your hips or back or pain in your knees or ankles. When you practice yoga or do any physical activity, pay attention to your feet. They will help you align better throughout your body and connect. What we're going to do is look at how your feet handle weight distribution so you can make that connection to your legs, hips, and knees. In general, people tend not to use the muscles that run along the inside of their legs. Most people have strong quads, but if you lack internal hip rotation and let the inside of your feet lift off the floor when you are standing, you are not connecting to the muscles inside your legs. This can translate right up the body to a weak core and slumped shoulders and bad posture. Other folks have a lot of internal hip rotation and roll their feet in. This can lead to sticking your butt out so that there is too much bend in your lower back, or what I call duck butt, which also leads to bad core connection and another kind of bad posture and usually resulting back pain. Pay attention to your feet. Bring balance to them. Make sure when you stand, all 4 corners of your feet are connected to the floor, both the outside and the inside. When you do separate leg postures in yoga, make sure both the inside and the outside of your feet actively press into the floor, activating your leg muscles more dynamically. It also helps create an isometric connection that helps strengthen and improves the connection to your core and leg muscles. We will come back to the feet often, as finding your feet is an important element to connect to your leg muscles and develop strength in your legs and core. Let's recap the 5 fundamentals. Breathe. Learn to take long, slow breaths. Practice during the day and make sure this is an exercise to help you slow down, reduce stress, refocus, and re-energize throughout the day. Connect your core. Suck your belly in. Keep your spine long and keep breathing and talking for practice. Hold longer and longer and get stronger. Maintain the natural curve of your spine and neutral hips. Pay attention to your posture throughout the day. Keep your chin up when you walk. Keep your core engaged to support your natural curve. And be aware that you are not tucking your hips over when you stand or sticking your butt out. Stand tall. Relax your shoulders. Stay mindful that your shoulders should stay relaxed. Whether you are on the phone, at your desk, cooking, driving, at the gym, doing yoga, your shoulders are relaxed. Find your feet. Be aware that all 4 sides of your feet are touching the ground. Practicing yoga can really help you find your feet and use your feet to connect up to the different parts of your body. I hope you develop these connections in the mindfulness in these 5 alignment principles. I hope you are inspired to begin your journey towards a better mind-body connection, reduce stress, and feeling better. I also encourage you to take your strength and power to a whole new level with my Striving video series, where I will teach you the empowering and powerful postures of headstand and headstand, and the necessary exercises I think will help send you on your journey towards arm balances. I wish you the best on your journey towards health and wellness. I hope this video helped you learn to balance effort and ease in your life by developing the YogiVal 5 fundamentals of alignment so you can bring them into your daily life. Please connect with me via email, Facebook, or Twitter with questions or to tell me how the YogiVal 5 fundamentals helped you reduce pain, connect deeper to your yoga practice, or just brought more mindfulness to stand taller throughout your day. You can find all of my information and join my community by receiving my newsletter at yogival.com. I hope to hear from you soon.